Alright everyone, thanks for tuning in. I know I haven't made a video in quite a while. There's a couple reasons for that. The first and foremost is that I live in the southwest of the United States and we're in a heat wave. I always make most of my videos in the garage, so it's usually about 110 degrees in the garage. You can probably hear, I'm going to try this and see if it works. I have a swamp cooler over there that, since it's early in the morning here, usually I can get away with staying in here until about 10 o'clock, 9 or 10 o'clock or so. So I'm going to try and get that. So I apologize in advance for the blowing you're going to hear in the background. So basically what I'm going to be trying to do here today is turn this guitar into this. So why am I doing this? Well, for one, I love Ace Frehley. Two, I've always wanted a 3 pickup Gibson custom. You can see now this is a Chibson. Okay, this is not a real Gibson. This is a Chibson that I bought off of a guy around here locally last year, and it's not exactly, you know, the Ace Frehley one as far as like the body and stuff, but it's close. I've tried looking on eBay. I'm just paranoid. I have a couple Chibsons, but I've only bought them locally or on eBay where the seller is already in the US. I'm just way too paranoid. I have bad luck. Knowing me, I'd order like an Ace Frehley guitar from China and it would get seized at customs or something. So I figured, let me try. I don't really use this one a whole lot. And it's not changing a whole lot. I mean, I'm not ruining this guitar basically by changing it out. Everything I'm about to do, I can always swap back over if I don't like it. So you can see here, now I just bought the stuff on Amazon again. I'm not a gigging musician. I'm not going to be playing shows and everything with this thing. This is just for my own personal gain. It'll look cool on the wall and I will play it, you know, sometimes just for fun. So I'm not getting crazy with the parts. So I basically have everything I need. This whole thing cost me about 80 bucks for all this right here. Unfortunately, you got to buy 2 sets of pickups because obviously there's 3 pickups here, so I had to buy 2 of those. The only things I did not buy, I didn't buy knobs because I have another Chibson in the house that has the knobs for these, so I'm just going to swap those out. I have plenty of extra knobs. I did not buy a silver toggle switch thing here just because I don't want to mess with all the wiring. It's not a big deal. I can always, you know, do something else. And I also didn't get strap buttons and the stuff on the back, which again nobody is really going to see. I do have another jack plate in the house, so I'll just use that one. But everything else, you know, I got your basics here. I got your, you know, your bridge, your tailpiece, the pickups, the machine heads, the pickup covers and everything. So right now my plan, I do have an extra Gibson pickup cover, a cream one. Right now I'm just gonna do it with it off and kind of see how it looks. Of course, obviously I got the little poker chip thing there. So basically that's what I'm gonna be doing here. I'm gonna try to turn this guitar into that. I just figured, hey, you know what? I can't find one on eBay. I don't want to order one on AliExpress or any of that. Let me just see what I can do myself for like 80 bucks, right? And Amazon's cool. If I put it all in and it looks stupid, I can always just return everything. I do have, and for these, I had to order, I have an extra one. I'm not sure if I'll need it, but I have 4 pickup rings. Obviously I only need 3, so hopefully I'll be able to send some back. You can see I did not get the DiMarzio Super Distortions, simply because those are like 90 bucks a piece, and I'm not even going to be hooking up 2 of the pickups. I'm really only going to be hooking up the bridge. I'm going to be installing all 3, but you know, I mean, Ace didn't have all 3 of his active, I don't believe. Obviously one of them was for the smoke, and I, you know, listen to any Kiss song, I don't think I've ever heard a neck pickup in any of those songs, at least during the Ace Frehley years. So they're going to be dummy pickups. Obviously they're real, but I'm just going to be putting them in there, and the bridge is going to be the only one that's going to be actually hooked up to anything. So so that's where we're at. Yeah, I just figured, again, I was trying to do it on a budget. If I like the way that it looks, I probably will switch out the bridge pickup for a DiMarzio Super Distortion just to get that sound. But for now, this is the budget-friendly way. Again, about $80 for all this, and really it would have only been probably about 50 something had I not had to order 2 sets of pickups. So I won't bore you with every single thing I'm going to do, because I'm sure you've seen that done a million times, but I'll kind of check in as I'm going along. All right, so a little update here. Obviously, as with any project, there's always going to be speed bumps, usually, along the way, at least in my case. So the issue I ran into already is I disassembled everything. I took the pickups, unscrewed them, but I didn't take them out yet. And before I started, desoldering everything, I'm like, well, let me just test fit everything before I do all that. So unfortunately, this is the correct spacing, but these bridge tailpiece, I was hoping, since they were already silver in there, I was hoping to reuse them and they would just screw right in. But unfortunately, they look the part, but you get about, 3 turns and we're stuck. So I'm gonna have to, now this one did come with new bushings here, so I'm just gonna have to take these 2 out and just, put these in. So not a huge deal on that, just more time. Unfortunately, I didn't even really notice when I was ordering this bridge. It did not come with, bushings, these right here. And they don't screw in. It's a completely different style. Again, that's probably an oversight on my part. I didn't even think about that. Normally, when I order a new bridge, those usually come with it. I looked on Amazon, and of course, like all the other ones, come with those bushings, except for this one. So I'm gonna have to order one of those. It'll be here tomorrow. And I wasn't trying to do this all in one day anyway. But the good news is I at least test fitted the tuners and they fit fine. Now I know on the Ace Frehley guitar, he's got like the pearl type tuners, but I don't really like those. Again, I'm trying to make this Ace Frehley, but also my liking as well. So I just went with the silver ones. They look fine to me. They're okay. They fit fine. They went right in. No drilling, no nothing. So I'm good there. Pickup rings, I kind of test fitted those. I think I'm okay there. So I'm just gonna do what I can. I'm gonna take these bushings out and put the new bridge in and do all that. And then, tomorrow or Saturday, today's Thursday, tomorrow or Saturday, I will have to finish up. And I'll wait for the soldering for that. So that's where we're at currently. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to make this little quick video. This is kind of a side video on a project that I'm working on. I'm turning this Gibson custom, well, I should say Chibson. So right away, this is not a real Gibson, but there's another video coming where I do this whole process. But I ran into a snag and I just wanted to show you a quick and easy way to do this. So basically what happened was I ordered this, everything was gold on here, as you can see. I ordered this new bridge, new tailpiece, and I was hoping to use the bushings that were already in there since they're silver. But unfortunately, you get about 3 turns in and it doesn't fit. So I already measured everything for the new bridge, so I have to take the bushings out and, use these bushings that came with it. Obviously, you can see I took one out already, so I'm just going to show you a quick way that I did it without any special tools, and it didn't hurt the guitar or anything like that. Let me just grab forgot my magnet here. So what you're going to do, I have a little screw in here. Okay, so I got this little screw here, right? It's just a little tiny screw, enough to fit in there. We're going to put the bolt side down. So you just drop it in there with the head down. Make sure you get one that fits right in there. You don't want anything sharp, okay? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab, what happened to the other one's in there. So let me go into my parts bag here. Sorry, I'm doing this you don't even need anything special. I guess I wasn't prepared. for this, huh? I did the other side, but oh, there it is. Okay, so you can use the same thing that was in there already. So this, right, the tailpiece bolt. Now, and a screwdriver. Now, I put a couple pieces of tape on here as to not, mar the finish. If you're not planning on reusing this again, I don't plan on reusing it, but just in case I get a wild hair and decide. So you're gonna screw it in, right? Get it in there. It's already in. So what we're gonna do is, oh, wrong one. Sorry about that, see? Amateur hour over here. So you put it in right on top of your bolt, keep screwing it down. All right, screw it down, keep going until it stops. Let me know we hit the screw, okay. So we hit the screw. So basically all you're gonna do is just screw it down until the bolt pops up, or the bushing will pop up. That's exactly what I did on the other one. And you'll see that it just lifts out pretty easily. It's hard to do this camera. Come on. And you can't see it from here, but you'll see, I can see it from here that it's already lifting out. All right, just turn, keep turning. You can see, let me show you. See how it's coming out, right? No finish issues, no craziness. Nothing fancy. Sorry, there's a guy across the street. All right, so it won't turn no more. You should just be able to pull it out. Of course, this one doesn't want to come out, but the other one came right out. Isn't that always the way with YouTube, right? Well, you can see though, it's pretty much out. I just have to get it out there. Might have to use a pair of pliers or something. Oh, there we go. Just pulled it right out. So that's it. And now the bolt is the bottom. You just grab your little magnet and get it out. And that is it. There's your screw. Hopefully that helps some people. I'm sure you have some screws laying around. You don't need special tools. And now I will put this in there and proceed from there. Thanks for watching. All right, so update now. I got that bridge and tailpiece debacle squared away. I just got the bridge. I ordered a bridge on Amazon. It came and it was the wrong one. It was way too small for these holes. This time I went actually with a roller bridge. I've never had one on a Les Paul before, so I wanted to try it and see, how it performs, if it's better for tuning and stuff. I know most of the time they go on like Les Pauls with Bigsby's and things like that, but I wanted to try it out. So that's all squared away. So I got the tuners and everything, got the bridge, tailpiece is good. So now it's time to move on to the pickups. I'm not going to really show me, desoldering and resoldering. You've seen that a million times. Again, like I said before, I'm only gonna activate this bridge pickup. I'm gonna put 3 in, but only the bridge is gonna be active for now. If I like the way the guitar feels and stuff later on, I will get a DiMarzio Super Distortion for that authentic sound. All right, welcome back. Here's where we are at. We are pretty much done. I'm pretty much done with everything. You can see I got the pickups wired in. Obviously, like I mentioned, the bridge pickup is the only one that's active. Of course, I went to put the knobs on, and just like with everything else in life, I have 3 of the speed knobs and I cannot find the 4th one. So I'm either gonna have to buy one, a pack of them on Amazon or something, or hopefully if I keep looking around. I did run into a few, issues. Probably as you can see, the holes on these Chibson pickup covers are, they didn't align very well. So, from the top, it doesn't look terrible, but again, it is what it is. But I think it turned out okay. Yeah, obviously I may have to change that in the future. I mean, it's just like an eyesore for me. It's gold, but again, it is what it is for now. It's not playable yet. I mean, I did put strings on it just to see what it looks like. I'm gonna have to do a setup on it because the guitar used to have, before I changed it, it was in standard tuning with 10s, and since it's now gonna be like a Kiss guitar, I tuned it down to E flat with 9s, so obviously there's some setup that needs to be done. So that bridge, if you remember from earlier, I had that bridge debacle. That's all squared away. So really the only issue I had with this guitar mostly was just the that other bridge that I got. And of course, you know, I have to get one other speed knob. Hopefully I can find one somewhere, you know, in the house. Obviously I have 3, so that means at some point I bought, you know, logic would dictate that I bought a pack of 4. The guitar that I was using to take off the knobs to replace with these, I thought it had 4 on there. I never even, you know, it was another Les Paul, but it didn't. It had 3. And it had one of these speed knobs on there, or one of the old top hat knobs. So such is life, seems to be the case. But once I get it all set up, I will do a sound demo. So, but as of right now, we're about 99% done. All right, as promised, I got it done. I got it set up. And no, I finally actually did find another knob. So I have all 4 speed knobs on here. The only thing I had to do, I did have to raise the action ever so slightly. Nothing crazy. I'm at about 6/64 on the bass side and just 5/64 on the treble side. Still way easy for me to play. There was just a few, it was a fretting issue right here. I mean, this thing was pretty, it literally had 0 relief in it when I started setting it up. So definitely had to move the truss rod quite a bit. And this bridge, you know, I like it, this roller kind of bridge thing here. It's all intonated and everything. So the pickups, I mean, they're not bad. I'm just running through, you know, a helix on like a regular crunch tone through this. There's a drum amp here. I'm not running it through this Marshall, just because I wanted to see. So remember, I'm in a garage and I'm only got this microphone. I'm not like a professional recorder or anything. I'm just a guy in his garage messing around. So here's what we got. That's what we're working on there for chord wise. So I'm going to call this project done for now. I will be messing with this pickup cover at some point. You know, the strings go out of tune, but again, they're new, brand new. I didn't stretch them, and I've been messing with this thing all morning. So, but I'm gonna call this one done. So, again, remember, I'm not a luthier, a professional guitar builder, or anything like that. I'm just a guy who is in his garage, who loves Ace Frehley, and wanted to make kind of a replica-ish guitar on a budget. So, like I said, all in all, since I had to replace the bridge, I mean, this bridge was pretty cheap. And again, these aren't the highest quality parts either, so, you know, it is what it is. I'll probably play this once in a while, but for the most part, it's just going to look cool hanging on the wall. So I appreciate you if you made it this far. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. Thanks again.